Internet, it's me and him. And once again, it's time for more Mario Kart DLC. Now this time we're going in blind. I did not watch any of the videos or read any articles, so I have no idea what any of the new tracks are. Also these racers. That's weird. With Wiggler here, like look, only his bottom hands are on the handlebars, and the top ones just kind of hang there.
That's fine.
PD Piranha, and then Kamek.
So yeah, just one last time. What's her name? Birdo. 3 this time.
And then presumably 2 more. Although I still would rather get 1 more and then have a random. Like I really want random functionality in this game. That really would be my preference. I would take 1 less character from him. We could get that. Alright, well, I'm going to be PD Piranha. Might as well try the new characters. Okay, now before we get to the next screen, which is the karts, I know I've said it to you a million times. I'm going to say it again. I just really, really want Bowser's Castle from the 64. Like, that is the track I want the most. I love that track. It is super fun. I like how it had, like a spiral staircase at one point, and there were the thwomps that, like, when you got close to them, they wouldn't drop right there. They would move to the far side of the hall and then drop. And it was a really fun level. I really want that level back.
I do remember that.
Also, I still think they should do an update where they fix the Yoshi's Island level so that it doesn't show you what position you're in, like it did in 64.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We have Athens Dash. I'm already a fan of that because I love ancient Greece, so yes. Daisy Cruiser.
Does that just look like an oval on a cruise ship?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just going to be an oval, though, or if it's going to, like, maybe it'll go lower deck.
Right, maybe. Moonview Highway.
Looks like the theming's going to be fun in that one. And then, okay, so this is our new one. Squeaky Clean Sprint. Are we racing in a bathtub? Is it underwater? That one's going to be interesting. I mean, because you can see there's stuff in the bathtub. So I assume we're in the water or under the water, maybe? Okay, so these could be interesting. I think of the 4, I think I'm going to like Athens the most, just because of the theming. I really do love ancient Greece. Although that cruise ship could be really fun, too. It's going to be between those 2, for sure, I think.
I don't know. I can't even see any track bits in the bathtub in Squeaky Clean Sprint.
Yeah, it might all be underwater.
Moonview Highway, I don't know, makes me think of like, what's that one?
Your Toad's Turnpike?
Toad's Turnpike. Just with different theming. I don't know, this one's kind of just, nothing stands out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just have to play them and see. I don't know if I could order any of them right now.
Yeah. And then
Ferris wheel, that's number 1.
Okay, so Los Angeles Laps, still no Bowser's Castle, which is very disappointing.
Sunset Wilds.
Sunset Wilds. I don't know about that one. It came from the Game Boy Advance, which is going to be interesting because that was very like 2D. There was no.
It's the other side of the desert from Kalahari Desert.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Koopa Cape.
Koopa Cape. That looks.
That looks like it's underwater too. Look, it looks like the track goes like into a Koopa shell.
Yeah,
so that'll be kind of interesting. And then Vancouver. Okay, so we have 3 real-world ones here. LA, Vancouver, and Athens. LA's going to be your favorite because of the boardwalk.
I don't know.
I think of these 4, I don't know, Koopa Cape looks like it could be really fun.
Koopa Cape, Sunset Wilds, Los Angeles, then Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. All of these 8, I don't know. None of them are really standing out to me.
Yeah. I mean, we have to play them.
We got to play them, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very excited to play them.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking either Athens or Daisy Cruiser, and then Koopa for these 4. So that's where I'm at. So yeah, I guess let's play them, and then we'll see what we think. Okay, so we played these first 4. Yeah, I liked those.
A lot of fun.
All of those were fun.
Yep.
Athens, just like I thought, I absolutely loved the theming. And that was a really fun track, too. Like, with all the tour ones, you know, I like how they always go in different directions and it changes up. so each lap is never the same. That one felt a little short, though. Like, I felt like the track could have been a little longer. Those laps went by kind of quick.
They did.
The cruise ship was a blast. That was a lot bigger than I was expecting. Like, you wind through a lot of the ship. I like that little underwater section that I actually was never able to avoid. I know you went the upper route a couple of those laps, right?
I went underwater the first time and the other two up above.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. I like different directions when you start. That was really cool. Moonview was surprisingly fun, although those little bomb cars suck.
That's a terrible thumbnail. I don't remember driving through a big city like that.
Yeah. Well, if you look, that's where it has like the glowy corners.
I see the boosts there and
Yeah.
all that stuff, but I didn't notice the buildings. Like, there's so many different, better options for thumbnails for these 4.
I was gonna say, yeah, like you said earlier, I think the thumbnails for all 4 are just not great. Because all these tracks are better than these thumbnails would make you think they're gonna be. And then Squeaky Clean was a blast, because it was actually the whole bathroom and part of the drain, not just the bathtub. So yeah, that was
And it was
really
a nice long track.
Yeah, that was a much longer track than I was expecting it to be. Plus, if you hit the bidet, you get like the upper route, so there's like different parts of the track.
I have nothing to add against any of your critiques because they were all just much more fun than I
Yeah.
knew they were going to be fun because it's Mario Kart. But they were more fun than those thumbnails make them look.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite?
Yes. We're gonna rank them now. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go Moonview, Daisy Cruiser, and then the other two. Man, it's hard. I might go Squeaky Clean just above Athens, but they're both pretty much neck and neck. But definitely Moonview, Daisy. I might go Squeaky Clean then Athens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All phenomenal though. I wouldn't give them all like when we did our big mega review.
Yeah.
I couldn't rate any of them.
Yeah, none of them
Top
are S
tier.
tier, but they're high B or mid A, probably.
I'd have to play them a couple more times to really get that rank in there.
I think mine's the same as yours, actually. I would just swap Daisy and Squeaky Clean. But I think Moonview was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then Squeaky Clean, because that was just, they were long laps. It was really fun. It was a surprisingly complex course. And then Daisy, and then Athens, which I love the theming, the visuals. Like
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just...
Yeah, it was my favorite, like visually, but just as far as fun to play, the other 3 were better. Like that one's still good. It's not even below average. I'd give it like a 6, maybe a 7. It's just the other ones were more fun. They were all 7s or 8s.
Yep.
So yeah, those first 4 really great.
Yep.
And now let's try these next 4 and then see what we think about those. All right, so these last 4. This one a little more like I was expecting. Koopa Cave was definitely my favorite. Actually, Sunset Wilds, I think was kind of like I said too, where I thought because it was a GBA one and it was 2D, it might be less going on. And it was kind of. Like, it wasn't a bad level, but it felt bland compared to the other ones. Which is funny, because the other GBA one we have that I remember is that one ice level that I thought was kind of boring.
Is that from the same?
Yeah. So it wasn't a bad track. It was just not as much going on as the other ones. LA was really fun, because that was just a one-way track, and I always love those. So you got to see like a whole bunch of different stuff, and it never repeated. And then Vancouver was actually really fun. Any you liked or didn't like?
Oh boy, they were all a lot of fun. Yeah, just again, playing them is so much better than these thumbnails make them look.
Yeah.
Like, just go up one. I want to see the thumb. Yeah, the thumbnails here are a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, that Snowland is also GBA.
Or maybe just because we know now, but we were easily picking our favorites before this.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, Koopa Cape was so much fun.
The music was a
So much
blast
fun.
on that. And that drop-off point. Where, when you first go underwater and you just turn 90 degrees down so your perspective changes. It's really cool.
Oh man, yeah, that's such a blast.
What I do.
Yeah, I'd go Koopa Cape first.
Yep.
I'd go Vancouver Velocity second.
Vancouver for me is second.
That was a lot of fun
LA,
too.
And then Sunset.
And then I would do Sunset, and then I would do LA.
Oh really? You like Sunset better?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a simple track, but I don't know. It has that cool
Like, it has the oil slicks.
It has
It's
the
got
cool
dinosaur
Kalahari
tracks.
Desert vibe. It's got
Yeah.
Choco Mountain vibe. It's just a fun, simple tracks. I mean, even though I got my butt handed to me in that level, I don't know. There was enough to do that I liked that just a little bit more than Los Angeles. Even though that was a fun one way,
Yeah.
for some reason it just didn't tick all the visual boxes for me. Yeah, Koopa I was going to say Velociraptor. Vancouver. Koopa, Vancouver, Sunset, Los Angeles.
LA. Okay. So then,
If you go
overall, which is your favorite, Koopa or Moonview? Moonview. I don't know why I can't say that word.
Boy, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'd have to play him again to see.
Tentatively, I'd say Koopa, but I'd probably want to play him again too before I could say for sure. Because Moonview was also a lot of fun.
Yeah, they might. Gosh, they were both really, really fun. And then I would put Vancouver maybe just a little bit higher than second place.
More than Daisy for you?
Just a little bit higher than Daisy.
So of the tour tracks, Vancouver was your favorite? Athens, LA, and Vancouver?
Oh, those three. Okay,
Yeah.
because they're all weird places.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver, Athens, then LA.
Yeah, I'd probably put them the same. Like, LA was fun. I do like the one way, but even though I know I didn't rate Athens very high first time around, I think I like Athens more than LA just because just the scenery and the theming is just really fun to look at everything as you're driving through.
That is, it's funny how even though the tracks are very different, like the scenery adds that extra oomph to make you like it just a little bit more.
Well, it was like, I know last time around, Riverside Park was one of your favorites.
That's a really good one.
Had that really cool, like just vibe where you're going through the woods and you've got like the sun rays coming through.
That's
like,
really true. Like Moonview Highway, I was worried that it was just going to be a city, but when we first loaded up and you see that it's the shoreline drive, the cluster, you're like, oh man, that just boosts it up an extra point or two.
Yeah, for sure. The visuals definitely can make or break any level, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, another great pack.
Oh my gosh, yes.
8 more tracks that are all good. There were no bad ones.
Would you put these 2 packs over the last pack? Where would you?
I think I would. I think so. Like, I really loved Yoshi's Island last time around.
That's such a good one, but we haven't played Riverside or
the
DK.
Music in there is amazing.
We get Amsterdam quite a bit, but Riverside and DK we hardly ever play.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only time we've ever actually played them is when we've specifically picked them.
I think so. Waluigi Stadium was fun.
The 2 in the middle, again, are the best, and the 2 on the outside are fun.
Was fun.
Singapore is really short, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this new pack I like better.
I think it's a little bit better than the last one, just because the tour
ones stick out more.
The tour laps are just a little bit better.
The original one was just really good. That squeaky clean, that was a blast. I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
And I like that squeaky clean better than I like is a bedroom? The other giant room we have the bedroom.
Yeah, the bedroom
squeaky
with
clean
all the
is
toys.
yes. This is that's a better version than the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. So we have one more round left.
That's sad.
Exciting
that there's more to come. Sad that it's the last one, but
I know we're gonna get 2 or 3 more tour tracks, and then we'll get another original. So that's like one set of 4 taken away. So I really hope in those other 4 that we get Bowser's Castle for Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it's pretty ominous if they have the blue shell for the last cup.
Yeah. Also, you know what would be fun? The beach level from 64, where you're going around the island.
Isn't that supposed to be Cheap Cheap Beach?
I think it was also called that, but this is like Cheap Cheap Beach from one of the other iterations of the game. Because that original one, it was just a big circle. You just go around the outskirts of the island.
Well, I guess that's true, because we have, what's the Donkey Kong Temple Valley one?
Yeah.
That was an original 64 too, wasn't it? Because we have a Donkey Kong, and you go around the river, there's a paddle boat in the river. That's the version I really liked that I wanted to see, but this Donkey Kong
Well, we have
different.
too, when we do Mario's Castle, or Peach's Castle, I think it's just Mario Cup, whatever the hell they call that level, where you go by, in the Nintendo 64 version, you can actually drive over to Peach's Castle and get up and close. And in this version, they walled it off. But yeah, I really want Bowser's Castle.
Here's a promise: July, August, September, October, November. You know they're probably going to hold out 6 months and put it out in December.
We're going to get it in the holiday season.
That's
so it's going to be
suck.
a long wait.
Oh, man.
Also, I will say, I mean, if we're shooting for the stars here, more than anything, I want the Cube Fort for the multiplayer map. The Black Fort level.
That would be fun to have back.
That is the best multiplayer map in any game ever.
So simple, but it's just so effective.
It is. It's the best map. It's so much fun. And especially because they have, like, multiple different multiplayer modes here. Like, I think that would be a hoot.
That would be cool.
For, like, the keep away one, basically, where, like, you get the crown and then you can't let people hit you. Like, that could be a blast because there's so many different levels and it would be so interesting to try and stay away.
3 levels, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I want that level back, too.
That would be so much fun. I think everybody wants that. Everybody's like,
Everyone
that's the best
loves
thing
Block
from
Fort.
battle.
Block Fort was the best battle map of any of the Mario Karts at any point ever.
And then, like you said, randomize your players and carts.
Yes, yeah, if we could randomize...
And then we want the full
96.
track.
Yeah. Let us do just the ultimate, like, 6-hour marathon and do all 96 tracks. I will say, too, because we discovered this last time, doing team mode really makes, like, local multiplayer a lot more fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we turned on teams, and, like, even if one of us was, like, steadily ahead for multiple races in a row, your teammates could make up for you falling behind, and it still kept the scores kind of close.
Yep.
So we were pretty much neck and neck right up until the last race.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was a lot more fun. So if we got the 96, like, it wouldn't be one of those things where halfway through you're like, I'm 50 points behind.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
You could easily catch
like,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited. We
Good
got one more
job,
pack,
Mario Kart. Yep, all good tracks. Just get better thumbnails.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, we will see you next time.